Everyday choice. Okay. I have a quick lightning round lang for the both of you. I'll share with you a few generic beliefs on love, and then you can quickly say lang if you agree with it or you don't believe in it. Okay, first, a super popular saying: when you love someone, let them go. So I guess this is in dating phase.
Do I answer first? What?
Ikaw
Yeah,
muna.
May answer na.
May answer na rin ako.
you.
Yes.
Especially
Okay.
if
Yeah.
you know it calls for it.
Yeah.
If it calls for letting go.
Okay, next. You should never go to bed angry, or you should never end the day angry. Do you believe that?
I have an answer for this
Me
because I
also.
used to think that way. I used to tell Sam na I don't want to go to bed angry. So we're going to spend the next 5 hours processing this. Hanggang alas 6 na ng umaga, hindi pa tayo natapos kakausap.
Ganyan kami. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh. Tapos
initially,
may call time ka na 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Tapos alas 6 nag-aaway pa kayo. Oh my God.
because we didn't want to go to bed angry. And now you
Yeah.
realize that there's certain things also na hindi lang na parang pang ano na you have to cool down and kumalma ka muna. Hindi lang sa ganon. It's
Yeah.
also like on my end, I need to process it. Like, you know, I feel
Yeah.
this right now because I'm angry. The rage is just too much. It's all that's occupying my head right
Parang
now.
ginawa akong maling-mali.
Rage
And
yung words.
Kaya nga.
this is based on actual experience. by the way.
Mukha nga eh.
You know, all I want to
Yeah.
do is all extreme. You know, I want to decide this, decide that, ganon. And, you know, you learn that there is that processing that's needed to be able to make sounder, more logical decisions. And
Yeah.
you just need to take the time if you need the time.
Same. Often pa naman yan ang advice ng mga ninong at ninang sa
Oo.
kasal. But
I was just about to bring that up. Sa
kami,
weddings,
we're
diba
like,
parang...
itutulog ko to. Pagod ako.
Oo.
Pas ka na.
Exactly.
When you're emotionally driven,
Yeah.
and I think it happened to it happens to a lot of couples. There are things you might say that you don't mean,
Yeah.
even if it's at night. Sabihin natin,
Yeah.
sige, okay, pilitin natin ayusin to bago matulog, diba? And like you said,
Yeah.
hosting weddings, you always hear that from parents, from ninongs.
Wag
Basta
matulog.
don't let the sun set on an argument. Yeah, okay, sounds nice. But admittedly, yun nga, there are things you have to process. Ano bang mali kong ginawa? Is there a way to
Yeah.
fix this? Because when you're emotionally driven, your mind works differently.
Yeah.
Your thoughts are different.
And if you want to
Your words
forgive
are going to be
just
different.
because of the timeline, the deadline na, oh my gosh, pagod na kami, okay, sige, okay na tayo, ganun. Then it's superficial.
Yeah.
Then, you
Yeah.
know, parang
You don't
that
get to the
whole
root of the problem.
conflict, yeah, was for nothing. I mean, I think now for every conflict, every, you know, problem, you should at least like get something out of it. You should have like
Yeah.
at least, you know, learning points from it. And if you just say, okay na, sige na, okay na,
Para matapos na.
next time, sorry na, okay, accept your apology, parang ganun. And then yun lang. I mean, wala man lang kayong natutunan. So,
Yeah, agree. Okay, this is a popular line from a movie. We accept the love we think we deserve. Yeah, tayo nasa Instagram yan. Agree ba kayo doon? Or
Oh my goodness, that's a very tough. Napaisip ako
we
dun
accept
yeah,
the love
that's such a real problem. A lot of us, you know, we think we have like this idea of love that it should be a certain way, and sometimes it's skewed according to like your past experiences or how you grew up, ganon. And sometimes it's not correct. You know, I mean, like for whatever you saw your parents, what kind of love you saw your parents have, you know, it really does play such a big part on how you view love to be. And sometimes, you know, it can be toxic and it can also be a little bit too idealistic. For example, you have parents who are happy to the very end or like up until now, as in they're together, ganon. It gives you like this frame of thinking that it should be like this. It can't be anything else. And on the flip side, if you grew up like say a broken home or your parents didn't really make it or they had their own problems, you grow up thinking that the only love there is settling for something. Ito lang talaga yan eh. Kasi yun yung alam ko, yun yung nakita ko, ganon. And I shouldn't expect anything better. I should be okay with whatever I have right now because this is reality. I do believe that at an extent it does give us unconsciously, we think that this is the love, not necessarily that we deserve, but this is it already. Para sa'yo, ito na yung love, yan na yun. Or hindi pa ito yung love, kailangan ganito talaga. So I need to find that person who will give me this.
For me, siguro, if I was just gonna tweak it a little bit, you guys as a couple deserve the love that you guys are willing to
Work
put,
for.
and work for. That is what you deserve. Because if one person is working on it more than the other, then there's gonna be a problem there. If there's an imbalance somewhere, then there's gonna be a problem. So it's probably you get the love that you are willing to put or work on.
Ganda no. Ito naman, quote din to, madalas sa social media, from Saint Augustine. Better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all. Agree? Disagree?
Yeah,
Agree.
agree.
100%.
Because I don't think we'd be all of us, no, not just me and Essa. I think everybody. We had to go through certain relationships, whether it was a date, whether it was a romantic relationship, to get to where we are today, to be who we are today. People, that come into our lives. Either, like I said, I've been saying this for a reason or a season or a lifetime. There is a reason for that, no? And we are who we are today because of our experiences, because of the people that we let into our
Yeah.
lives, the people that we let
Right.
go,
Correct.
diba? Lahat yan eh. Kaya tayo ganito ngayon. So I would agree. Yeah.
And the growth also, and the learnings and the maturity that come with being vulnerable in certain relationships, in loving somebody, in putting someone else first. You don't get it anywhere else, unless you actually put yourself out there and you sacrifice and you work on a relationship, or just being able to love someone other than yourself. I feel like okay nang hindi nag-work out, may nakuha ka pa rin naman, meron ka pa rin namang growth, meron ka pa rin namang natutunan, and it makes you really like a person that you wouldn't be without that experience.
Yeah, kahit masakit na masakit na masakit yung heartbreak,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
definitely prepares you for something. Okay, just to wrap this up, we talked about this earlier, but I guess